If you're a caring cat guardian, you want to give your kitties the best care possible. However, when faced with health or behavioral challenges, navigating the options of what's available to obtain professional assistance can be an absolute mess, especially when considering the associated costs. So why would you care? Because I hear it all the time. People inquire about services, wondering what price they have to pay, curious about why that fee is what it is, and they usually leave things hanging because who wants to drill a service provider about why they charge what they do? So I want to pull back the curtains and let you in on what lies behind the scenes of this profession in terms of pricing, so that you have a clear understanding of what is offered and why it costs what it costs. Since this is something many cat parents are curious about, but nobody talks about it, I thought it would be useful for you to get an answer. So if you are interested in getting to know why you should pay for a professional to help you with your cat, what you should be looking for, and how to choose the service you need correctly, keep on watching. Hello, lovely cat parents. If we haven't met yet, my name is Paola Zanibelli Davies, feline holistic care and behavior specialist, helping you and your cats live extraordinary lives together by unlocking the secrets of natural remedies and positive training, because not having alternative options should not be an option. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel if my content aligns with you, so that I can help more cat parents and their kitties. My goal this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and maybe you can help me to get there. Now let's get into today's topic. First of all, why should you care? Why would you consider hiring a holistic feline wellness specialist or a feline behavior consultant to help you with your cats? I hear many people say, when I have a problem with my cats, I just take them to the vet. This is a great move if your cats are affected by a sudden health issue that looks like an emergency, if they need a routine blood test or an actual physical visit to check a suspicious lump or infected eyes, or even if you need to rule out a medical reason that could possibly be the underlying cause of unwanted behavior. A holistic feline wellness specialist or a feline behavior consultant are not an alternative to seeing your vet when you run into one of these situations, but they are a better option in some cases. An example is dialing in on your cat's nutrition, supporting a chronic condition without harsh drugs that can cause many side effects, or resolving unwanted behavior that needs a little bit of a detective work to be fully understood and redirected into more acceptable behavior. The truth is, both these professionals should be on your cat care team. Trying to fix every issue you have with your cat by only going to the veterinarian is like using the mechanic both when your car breaks down and when your car is low on petrol. So try to find a feline specialist online, and you will soon see that their services are priced very, very differently. You might ask yourself, what are the factors influencing pricing, and how can I choose the right person? Well, understanding why feline wellness specialists charge what they do is essential for making informed decisions. And in this video, I want to give you the lowdown on this topic in the most objective, transparent way I can. There are several factors that contribute to pricing. First of all, qualifications and being part of an official association. Being part of one of these official associations can cost feline specialists hundreds of dollars per year, and they generally offer benefits to members, including discounts for CPD hours, because of course, yes, as a healthcare professional dealing with behavior or holistic care, you are required to keep your skills fresh after you obtain your qualifications, which also comes to a cost, and it's a budget that you have to invest in your education every year. So this association, as I was saying, also have high professional standards, so that they offer a credibility to their members, and they are regulated by strict rules that force their members to operate strictly within the lines. They have strong links to the veterinary profession, universities, legal experts, and animal welfare organizations. They also hold high ethical standards, and in this way, they offer their members the status coming from getting assessed and being regulated professionals. They help their members get featured in the media, for example. They offer peer support, counseling, and complimentary access to the latest scientific papers. And also they provide discounted rates for insurance policies. Feline wellness specialists who have gained public recognition through PR coverage, media appearances, or writing books may have higher fees due to their elevated profile and demand for their services. This increased visibility in the field can attract clients who value their reputation and exposure. To bring these points home, in short, the feline specialists choosing to pay to be part of these associations usually charge higher fees due to the status they display, how famous they become, and the fact that they have additional costs to maintain their business. Number two, another factor influencing prices in this profession are experience and expertise. This is very straight to the point. Specialists with extensive knowledge and experience typically command higher fees due to their advanced skills and track record of success. This expertise may be demonstrated through years of practice or advanced training or specialized certifications in areas such as feline behavior, nutrition, or holistic care. People with lots of academic qualifications will also usually have higher hiring rates because you are not paying for an hour of cat advice. You are actually paying for a contribution to years and years of studying and money spent by these professionals in their higher education. Number three, sometimes the complexity of the case will influence the fees that you're required to pay. So specialists may adjust their fees accordingly to account for the extra challenges presented by more complex cases. So for example, if you are requiring guidance to help you better enrich your environment to allow your cats to be less stressed, you might simply require this one session, especially when you can avail of a follow-up feature that allows you to tweak certain recommendations based on the developments after you implement the initial changes. However, if you have two cats, for example, who don't get along, or a complex issue of inappropriate elimination, maybe involving more than one cat, you are likely going to need several sessions to be able to change things for the better. As feline wellness and behavior specialists, we do not have a magic wand or a special pill we can give you, I wish, to suddenly change things. We need your effort, your patience, and your open-minded attitude to make things work together as a team. So this is in a nutshell what I mean when I say that the severity or complexity of your cat's condition or behavior issues can impact the amount of time and resources required for assessment and treatment. Number four, now the time invested is also a factor. Some cat parents are shocked to learn that a one-on-one session with a feline specialist can sometimes cost them several hundreds of dollars. But besides the fact that the person you stumble upon might have the bells and whistles that we discussed before, you need to take into account that a decent feline wellness and behavior specialist will need to spend a few hours drafting options to discuss with you during that session and will spend even more time after that session to communicate with you to see what is working, what is not working, how you're doing, what the development of your situations are, and so forth. Cat parents who do not understand the work that lies before and after these sessions usually think that they are too expensive, and they often resort to joining a free Facebook group to ask their questions. Now, it is totally your prerogative to do that, of course, and there are very helpful groups out there. But the problem with this is that by doing so, they usually delay their results because the members of the public give unregulated, unvetted, personal answers, and they are not trained to ask the questions that would lead to the crucial information that is needed to really understand what is going on. Now, usually people do so in a genuine attempt to help, but unfortunately, cat parents end up receiving a bunch of random advice, some good, some absolutely awful, all mixed together in a hot pot, which contains a number of directions randomly thrown together and becomes very confusing. So yes, there is real value in paying for a consultation with a professional. That professional will likely follow your progress and grant you better, faster results. Of course, consultations, evaluations, and follow-up sessions all require time and attention from the specialist, influencing the overall cost of the services provided. So if you are like most cat guardians struggling with a kitty issue, you probably don't want to remortgage your house to resolve this issue, but you also don't want to beat around the bush for ages while you get more and more frustrated with your cats about a behavior you want to change or a health issue that you want to improve. So if this is the case, chances are that finding a professional who can offer a good service that is also reasonably priced is the best thing to do. A big mistake some cat guardians make is to wait too long when something is wrong, and by doing so, when they finally seek professional help, their cat's health has deteriorated or their cat's behavior has created a strain in their relationship, resentment, lack of hope, and addressing things will be consequently more difficult and possibly more costly. Number 5, lastly, different professionals have different personal values. What does this have to do with pricing, you might ask? People with different values will position themselves differently on the markets. Someone with a strong value of integrity and customer service will likely find a way to offer a range of services that allows cat parents to get professional help at affordable fees, much as at higher rates when there is more hand-holding, so that there is still plenty of choice available for everyone. On the opposite side of the spectrum, professionals that lead with values conforming to the concept that they are an elite choice for people will likely offer more expensive options as they position themselves as exclusive and aim to serve a smaller market. By considering all these factors, you can better grasp why pricing may differ so much among different specialists in this field and make comparisons based on the value that they offer. Now, if you're asking yourself how you can improve a certain situation you are facing regarding you and your cats, I can tell you in full transparency that the range of services offered is wide. Depending on what you are looking for, you can find services including holistic veterinary guidance and animal communication or Reiki, herbalism, behavior modification advice, nutritional guidance, naturopathy, acupuncture, pet massage, Chinese medicine, food therapy, color therapy, training, you name it. Some behaviorists address both cats and dogs. Well, usually mainly dogs and some cats on the side because cats are the forgotten pets sometimes. While other professionals, very few, only deal with cats. Some specialists charge based on an hourly rate, or they sometimes have a package fee that includes multiple sessions with additional fees for extended follow-up or emergency access outside regular hours. Before you get totally confused, just focus on the fact that each service is designed to target specific needs and challenges and to offer you the kind of support for your cat's well-being that the practitioner specializes in. You can simply choose what you're most drawn to. Different ways to address health and behavior work in different ways. So if you are unsure, I suggest that you do some research on the modality that they use to treat your pet and to address your issues, and see what seems to be the best match for you, and contact the specialist that you have in mind to see if you like the interaction and feel comfortable talking to them. Personally, I deal with both behavior and wellness, and I do so by embracing a holistic, hands-on approach that looks at the situation as a whole and aims to put the cat parent in the driver's seat when it comes to their cat's well-being. I do this because I am passionate about using natural remedies with no side effects to support your cat's health, and I enormously value peace of mind. When your cats are unwell in one way or another, it is stressful for you. Gaining peace of mind and level of control over things that are going wrong can help you feel better, and of course your cats as well. So the reason why I offer a low-cost membership with no minimum time commitment is that I want cat parents to be free to come in for the cost of a couple of coffees and get the help that they need when they need it the most. I want to offer a way for any cat guardian to get professional answers to improve their cat's well-being, and I want them to stay inside the Holistic Cat Club as long as they wish because of the value they get from our interactions, rather than creating friction with a high investment threshold that forces them into a corner. Of course, I also offer more expensive services, which are more costly mainly because they are not in a group container, but they are offered on a one-to-one basis. By offering both, I feel at peace with my conscience that I am indeed offering help to cat guardians who need help in different ways. I feel strongly about preventative care because the proactive management of your cat's health and behavior can prevent future complications and can reduce the risk of costly medical interventions down the line. Plus, improving health issues and behavioral problems without side effect leads to happier cats and happier cat parents. Whoever you choose to work with, working closely with a specialist helps you have a deeper understanding of your cat's needs and strengthens the bond between you, promoting mutual trust and a better human-cat relationship. The way I see it, investing in your cat's well-being is an investment in the longevity and happiness of your feline family member and in your personal peace of mind as well. And that, my friend, in my books is absolutely priceless. I hope this video clarified any questions that you had about why the services offered by feline specialists differ so much in types and prices. But if you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below. And if you think you may need my help but want to have a chat first, you can use the link in the description of this video just below and simply send me a message. I will never push you to buy any of my services if I see that we are not a good fit. Now, on this note, I will see you next time, and until then, love your cats as much as you can.